Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Good evening, Eastern Iowa. I'm Storm Track 7 meteorologist Danny Cassidy. We have a very cold week ahead, especially obviously during the overnight hours, and it starts tonight. Cold weather advisory in effect tonight through noon on Monday for basically all of Eastern Iowa, but even in Keokuk and Washington County, it is still going to be very cold. Wind chills in this area could be anywhere from 30 below to 20 below, and the colder areas are going to be especially farther north and west, and we'll get to kind of specific cold areas here in a little bit. But in these conditions, frostbite could occur on bare skin in 20 minutes or less. So if you're out tonight, end of the day tomorrow, really all of this week, make sure you're properly clothed, extra layers, and make sure to stay inside if you at all possible. And then for Monday night into Tuesday, this is going to be the coldest air of the season potentially, definitely the coldest we've seen so far. The entire area is under this dark blue for extreme cold watch. Wind chills could be as low as 40 below, and as I mentioned, once again, areas farther north and west have the higher chance of seeing that 40 below. And in these conditions, frostbite can occur in 10 minutes or less. So once again, especially Monday night into Tuesday, but really all of this week, make sure you're staying safe. And especially if you have to spend time outside, make sure you take the proper precautions. So let's go through the wind chills hour by hour here and just going to show you what to expect over really the next 48 hours. And then we'll kind of go the extended forecast as well. So for tonight, by 10 o'clock, you're going to notice you go to bed 10 to 20 below already for those wind chills. Then it's not going to obviously get any better. Here's 7 a.m. You wake up, as I mentioned, north and west, close to that 30 below. New Hampton at 33 below. Central areas in the 20s below. And then our southern areas anywhere from about 10 to 15 below. But as I mentioned, any little bit of wind that picks up during a certain amount of time, or you see a little bit of clearing, those temperatures drop. Wind chills can fluctuate so greatly with how cold it is going to be. Then during the day tomorrow, not much relief. Still in the 20s below zero at noon in our northern areas. And during the day, peak wind chills. And yet the warmest it's going to be is anywhere from 20 below to 10 below. Then here again, you go to bed Monday night, already getting close to 30 below in our northern areas, already down to the teens below along and south of I-80. And then here it is 7 a.m. Tuesday morning. There's close to that 40 below range. See it Mason City 39 below. New Hampton, Owan in mid to upper 30s below zero, and in the 20s below zero for our southern areas. Like Monday, not much relief during the day, anywhere from 20 below to 10 below for those wind chills. Dinner time, again, around 10 to 20 below there. And then you go to bed Tuesday night, already in the 20s below for our areas north and west. Then we go to Wednesday morning, and here it is once again, roughly like it is this upcoming morning, Monday morning, about 30 below to 15 below for those wind chills, and that's going to be kind of the range for most nights, minus Monday night into Tuesday, where it's as low as 40 below. So let's recap here. I know that was a lot of kind of numbers. So for tonight, wind chills could be as cold as 30 below, especially north and west, to 15 below. During the day, Monday 20 to 10 below. Monday night, the coldest air of the season so far, 40 below to 25 below. And then Tuesday during the day, 20 below to 10 below. And then Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, anywhere from 30 below to 15 below. Winds are not going to be incredibly strong, but with how cold it's going to be, there's kind of a reason for that. So winds right now for overnight into the day tomorrow, anywhere from about 5 to 15 during the afternoon, about 10 to 15, maybe you could see gusts up to 25. But since winds aren't necessarily the strongest, that doesn't mix up the air as much, and with snow on the ground, cold Arctic air moving in, that allows the low temperatures to drop. If winds were stronger, yes, the wind chills would get worse, but then temperatures wouldn't be as low. So I think no matter what, wind chills were going to be about the same range anyway, even though the winds are lighter. It's just, there's kind of a back and forth. Winds are lighter, low temperatures are lower. Winds stronger, not as much of a drop of low temperatures, but it's still the same wind chills nonetheless. So for tonight, there are those low temperatures. Yes, a lot of negatives there on the screen. Anywhere from 7 below to Washington to 12 below in New Hampton and Decorah. Mostly clear skies, a northwest wind at 5 to 15. Then for tomorrow, high temperatures in the single digits, either below or above zero with mostly cloudy skies, a northwest wind about 10 to 15. So we're going to show you how long this cold is going to last, and then when we'll see some relief on the way, and it's in about a week. I'll say that. So here's the upper part of the atmosphere. You can see these purples and pinks, and then the whites. That's the coldest of the air, so that's going to be rushing in. You can see really through majority of this week, it's going to be very cold. But then by Saturday morning, you're seeing those darker blues and purples push to the east, some lighter blues here. So it's not going to be warm by any means, but it's going to be warmer for sure. That'll continue into this upcoming weekend. And then the following week, look at this, some greens near the area. Wednesday does look like we'll see a little bit of cold retreat back into the area, but it doesn't look like it's going to be as cold as it was. So again, the good news is there's some much needed warmth here after this all is said and done. But here are the low temperatures for the next 6 nights. Again, you notice that well below zero, teens below zero through Friday morning, even Saturday morning, bitter cold. We could see wind chills not eclipse zero until maybe the day on Friday, if not the day on Saturday. This is a very cold stretch. Then low temperatures next week around normal there Sunday morning, and then above normal Monday through Wednesday morning the following week. So yes, it does look a little bit warmer there for us as we end the month of February. Your city-by-city forecast for Waterloo, Dubuque, Cedar Rapids, and Iowa City. So yeah, single-digit highs at best for many areas with mostly cloudy skies, that snowpack, and strongish winds. So we have an alert day for Tuesday for the coldest of the air. We'll see if maybe we add more in case any of these days do get a little bit colder. So as I mentioned, it looks like we're going to be warming up a little bit into the weekend, and then the following week, look, there's highs in the 40s, and as you notice for the 10-day, no expected rain or snow in the forecast.